Hello everyone, this is Taylor Edrington and this is the Upper Arkansas River Fishing Report and it is now the fall season on the Arkansas. One of my favorites particularly. Just a lot of great activity on this river in the fall. Some tremendous streamer activity beginning to happen, good solid flows, and great solid hatch activity continuing. I tell you what, it's been one of the most intense hatch seasons with this low or lower water on the Arkansas River. We have been very fortunate to have great flow management on this river with our tributary inflows into our big freestone to kind of cool down the river throughout the season. Fish have been extremely fortunate and are now super healthy and very aggressive at this point as we kind of move into pre-spawn mode for these fish. So basically looking at 400 CFS flow, just under 400 from Wellsville down. Great wading flow, good floating flow as well. So if you've got your boat out still for the fall season and want to get out and throw some streamers at the banks, it's a really good time to get out and have a nice float, especially morning and evening floats are very productive. As far as hatches go, we're still seeing good PMD action throughout the river valley. We're also seeing good red quill action and some lingering tan caddis. As we get into the fall season, we'll see a little bit more caddis activity, some late hopper and terrestrial action, and then just pure and simple attractor fishing, which can be your royal woof, royal humpy, yellow humpy, stimulator season, definitely, and then of course your good streamer action along with that. Floated last night and have been floating quite a bit as well as walk wade fishing. And I tell you what, streamer activity in the mid-afternoon to late afternoon and into the evening is really unparalleled at this point in time. Literally went 24 casts, 24 follows, and half of those takes and fish to the net on bigger streamers. And I'll show you some examples as we move on. Look for flows to maintain through the fall season at around 350 to 400 CFS. So you will see that flow maintain. So if you're planning on making a trip in mid-September to early October, don't worry, we're going to have some great flows for you and even through the early winter months. As far as patterns go, let's start out with those gangbuster streamers, which I'm talking about. I mentioned in our Royal Gorge Anglers newsletter about double streamer rigging, and double streamer fishing is really the way to do it on this river and many other rivers in the Rocky Mountains and other places as well. The reason for double streamers is the same reason we fish a hopper dropper or a double dry rig or a double nymph rig. It just doubles our chances. The idea behind rigging these two streamers is one fly is more of an attractor, a little bit bigger, a little bit more abnormal, meaning that it really doesn't match anything in the river. And then the next streamer, the bottom streamer, does match a lot of things in the river, like baby brown trout, black-nosed dace, sculpin, etc. So some examples of big streamers to throw as your lead fly which still are getting pounded right now, and you can even fish these on them on their own by themselves. Moorish sculpin, which is one of my particular favorite patterns on this river. Just a tremendous pattern in olive and tan, which we both sell. Big weighted lead eyes, and great fly that's going to get your double streamer rig down and get the fish's attention. Another great fly that I love this time of year, the Godzilla sculpin. It's got what's called a bullet head. It is articulated, and in a tan is pretty hard to beat, I tell you what. Just a tremendous streamer pattern. I like to fish it by itself because it is articulated. For your trailer fly, I like a bread and butter booger as one of my key flies. Cone head, heavy, gonna get down, and again, when it is wet, really looks like a baby brown trout. Slump buster, John Bars, just really can't beat it. And a size 10 to 12, just a tremendous pattern, nice and heavy on its own with the cone head. Definitely looks like a brown trout fry when it's wet. And then, my friends, one of the most popular and most productive patterns of all time in saltwater and freshwater, the Clouser minnow. And pure and simple, just mimicking a baby trout or baby sucker fry. So those are some streamers to look at. Definitely give us a ring if you have any questions about streamer technique and approaching different rivers with a streamer setup, because it's a lot different than most Rocky Mountain anglers are used to. Most anglers aren't doing the streamer deal, and let me tell you, you're missing out, especially in the early fall and through the pre-spawn months on big freestone rivers like the Arkansas. So now, as far as attractor dries go, which, like I said, traditional attractor dries like the Royal Wolf, the Red Humpy, the Yellow Humpy, Coachman Trude, Never Sink Trude, all going to be great flies. A couple I'd like to pinpoint that are local patterns that we tie only. The Red October. The Red October, big stimulator, PMX style design with the legs, big hair wing. I really like hair wings in the early fall. It's big, buoyant, can hold up a hopper or a dropper, mind you, if you want to do the hopper dropper rig. A couple patterns that I like to fish on their own, especially in the evening and in the early morning. Like I said, stimulator style designs, but specific to this river. The Mama Ape, Larry Kingreaves, which is a 2-color foam body, very buoyant, big hair wing. You can also drop a small dropper off this fly, but mainly used as a single dry. And then only used as a single dry, and just a gangbuster fly for me, especially when I'm hatch matching and want to go double dry and put the hatch matcher underneath a big visible dry. A number 16 Baby Ape, same pattern, just in the baby size, the 16, rather than the 12. Okay. What nymphs are we fishing right now? I love to fish hopper dropper rigs, but right now nymphing is very, very productive. We're seeing some 100 fish days on nymph rigs, so I'm not going to ignore that. A good lead fly for a nymph rig, Jumbo John. Jumbo John, let me get that again here. The Jumbo John in a size 12 as well as a size 8. Excellent stonefly attractor to go in front. Nice and heavy, very buggy, gets the fish's attention, and also fish are crushing them right now. 20-incher. Classic pattern on this river, going to be in a size 12 tungsten, big, heavy, going to get your other flies down into the strike zone. Also, fish are crushing them. Another lead fly that I love, number 12, 14 Iron Sally. 12 and a number 14 Iron Sally, still a great attractor fly right now for your nymph rig. As far as your trailer nymphs go, I love a lime prince. Got that caddis color again coming back, very active on that chartreuse. A prince, you can't beat it. Got that nice soft tackle. We tie it custom in that nice black soft tackle. Very buggy, excellent fly. Staying with that chartreuse green caddis color, chartreuse copper john. Chartreuse copper john, excellent pattern, and I tell you what, just gonna be a gangbuster fly from now through the winter, and gonna be great in the fall. Another fly that continues to produce a ton of nice fish on this river, the scuba nymph. Basically just a pheasant tail tied with a nice flash over loop wing, makes it more of an emerger, okay? That's the scuba nymph. Last but not least, fishing great right now because we've got so many red quill nymphs in the river, the copperhead. Copperhead is one of those great attractor nymphs in the ice series from Larry Kingery that just fishes abnormally well in the fall. Those are some flies to take a look at. A lot of other patterns that are working very well and will continue to produce well on the Arkansas, but a few to really key in and target on. A lot of these flies are custom tied for Royal Gorge anglers. We tie over 6,000 dozen custom flies locally, and you know, within that about 200 custom designs. So we truly do try to match the hatch on the Arkansas. Not a lot of standard flies in our bins. So if you have any questions about flies, about rigging, about different techniques for the early fall on the Arkansas, please don't hesitate to give us a call, 719-269-3474, or toll free, 888-994-6743. Our private leases will fish abnormally well in the early fall and through the fall season as these brown trout start to go pre-spawn. Don't hesitate if you want to do a guided trip on one of these great leased sections of the Arkansas, of which we have 4 great leases. Please give us a call and book sooner rather than later, because those spots do go fast. Thank you so much for watching, and please, if you have any questions, feel free to stop in the fly shop and talk to the experts. Thanks so much. Take care.